Welcome to your brand new high-end restaurant. You have a beautiful dining room, a pristine kitchen, and a line of eager customers waiting outside. In a previous lesson, we talked about security. In the restaurant business, security is putting heavy deadbolts on the doors and installing an alarm system to keep intruders out after hours. But locking the doors at night does not help you during the dinner rush. A strong lock cannot guarantee your staff knows the recipes or that the food is safe to eat. To actually run the business, you need an overarching strategy. In the business world, we call this governance. Think of governance as your franchise playbook. It is the master manual that dictates every internal rule, every recipe, and every safety procedure your staff must follow to succeed. When you build solutions in the AWS Cloud, governance works exactly the same way. It is your organization's master strategy for how your digital resources should be managed, protected, and operated day to day. A playbook is incredibly valuable, but it is still just a blueprint sitting on a desk. To keep your cloud, or your restaurant, running smoothly, you have to actively enforce those rules through daily operations. The first operational step in enforcing your playbook requires keeping a close eye on what is happening right now. We call this monitoring, the continuous observation of your systems as they run. In our restaurant, this is the head chef standing at the stove, watching the act of cooking. They are constantly adjusting the heat and tossing the pans to ensure nothing burns. In the AWS Cloud, monitoring means tracking your network traffic and checking how much computing power your resources are using, minute by minute. This diagram shows a magnifying glass examining the cloud. By observing these real-time data lines, you can spot sudden spikes in web traffic, catch potential security threats the moment they appear, and resolve problems before your users ever notice. Monitoring is your frontline defense. It is designed to catch immediate errors and put out small fires before they take down your system. Watching the stove is necessary, but it does not cover everything. You also have to verify that your staff is consistently following the long-term rules established in your playbook. This brings us to auditing. An audit is a periodic, scheduled review of your systems and controls. Imagine a restaurant manager doing a walkthrough on a Friday night. They use a checklist to verify that the walk-in fridge is at the correct temperature and that all the employee timesheets are properly signed. In the AWS Cloud, an audit is a weekly or monthly review of your security configurations. You are double-checking your setup to ensure no digital doors were accidentally left unlocked during a recent update. An audit specifically measures your current practices against the internal rules established by your governance playbook. You are testing yourself. If monitoring is smelling the smoke from a burnt steak, auditing is checking the ceiling every month to verify that the smoke detectors actually have fresh batteries. Following your own rules keeps the business running, but eventually you have to answer to outside authorities. This introduces compliance, the act of meeting legal regulations, industry standards, and contractual obligations. Think of the city health inspector showing up at your restaurant. They do not care about your internal franchise playbook. They only judge your kitchen against the external health and safety laws set by the city. Cloud compliance operates the same way. Depending on your industry, you might need to meet external standards like HIPAA for handling healthcare data or PCI for processing credit card payments. Achieving compliance means you can prove to these external regulators that your security practices meet their strict requirements. Auditing proves you are following your own rules. Compliance proves you are following the world's rules. When we put these pieces together, we get a complete progression for governing your AWS cloud environment. First is secure, protecting infrastructure from unauthorized access. Second is monitor, continuously observing system traffic to catch real-time issues. Third is audit, periodically assessing systems to verify internal rules are followed. Finally, compliance, ensuring your practices meet relevant laws and industry regulations. AWS provides built-in tools for each specific phase of this progression, removing the guesswork so you can manage your architecture with confidence. Just remember, lock the doors, watch the kitchen, check the fridges, and pass the inspection. Mastering this progression transforms cloud management from a reactive guessing game into a proactive, fully governed system.